Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do something fun and show you guys my 10 favorite books for 2024. These are books that I've colored in this year and a lot last year, so I will be continuing to color in them this year. So these are kind of like my top 10 go-to ones. So not in any particular order, really. Let's start off with Autumn Harvest. This is a Teresa Goodridge one. Creative Haven is the publisher, but she's the artist. All of her autumn books are like my favorite. I just love them, and I know it's June, but hey, autumn is not very far away. I consider autumn now in August. So quite a few pages I had started in this one. Some on camera, some for fun. And then some I just kind of got bored. Girl can only color so many pumpkins and sunflowers, right? I have done quite a bit in this book, though. Initially, I was going in order, if you can tell. So yeah, so definitely one of my faves. I highly recommend it. All right, this one I have not colored in yet, but the reason it's my favorite is because it has all of the pictures. It's her characters collection. All of the pictures that I just absolutely love. And so I actually have a few that I plan to start coloring. I've colored the PDF of quite a few of these, but I am actually going to be starting on one today. I was itching to, but I was like, I gotta do this video real quick. I didn't want to hassle. So yeah, I've colored this PDF as well. It's actually floating about somewhere. I'm gonna color it again though. Oh, these are just so cute. I love this one too. So yeah, I love Daria Sakasoy's work. You can just get her individual PDFs on her Etsy, but I always, well now, because she's been coming out with these books, and this is number 9, I just wait for them to come up on Amazon. More Teresa Goodridge, but she is one of my favorite coloring book artists, I'm starting to realize. So this is Autumn Charm. So I've actually colored this same page twice, both with, one was with Prisma, one with Inktense, and not on purpose, but I actually colored them quite the same. So there's just a funny story behind that one. And they were like a year or two apart from one another. I had started this one. I know I've colored this one. Where is that page? I've colored this one with watercolor pencils. It's hiding somewhere. I did this with Graphitint. I started this one with watercolor and Graphitint. I can't wait to get back to autumn and color in this again. Now I do have 2 copies of this book, 2 copies of the other one. I basically buy 2 copies of them all now because I know I'm going to love them. So sometimes I'll have pages scattered about. Speaking of her, I might as well show this one. So she's on a gnome kick right now. Like, I have gnome for the holidays. I've got gnome, sweet gnome, garden gnomes, and then she has another gnome one coming out soon. I think it's also Christmas. I have to double check on that. I don't care. I think they're adorable. I have 2 copies of this book, so this may or may not be the one I've started coloring in. I did color this one. But like I said, I've been just kind of buying hers in multiples now. Sure, I could scan it and print it, but these books aren't that expensive, so I don't mind buying them twice. If it was like one of those hardback books or something, I would definitely. Yeah, this is my other copy because I know I colored a few of these pages. I'm like, I know I colored those in my other copy. But the thing is I'll go back and color that same page. I don't care. Okay. Enchanted Faces. I have 3 versions of this book. 2 of the travel size, which is this one here. 1 of the regular 8.5 by 11. And I'm slowly working my way through. Now, this is one where I have pulled it apart. I actually have a video on my channel if you want to know how to break the spine and pull your pages. But I have been slowly working through every single face in here. These are the ones that are left that aren't done. I've started quite a few things. But what's funny is I'm in a group on Instagram, and bless their hearts, they always pick them every month, and I'm like, I'm so gonna join you guys this month, and then I don't. But I have multiple copies, so if it's one that I've already done, I go to my other one. Now, fun fact, the large version, I'm just kind of flipping through so you get an idea. The large version of this book has mostly nothing but hair done, because I got like into this mood where I just wanted to color Hannah Lynn hair and nothing else, not the rest of the picture, just the hair. And so I did almost the entire book's hair. So, and I actually am thinking about buying it again just to do that again. Listen, I never said I was normal. And you know what? I forget how much this book costs, but it doesn't break the bank. Okay. Also, speaking of Hannah Lynn, I have 3 copies of this one too. 2 pocket size, 1 regular size. I do like these. These are kind of a little bit different than the Enchanted Faces. Some are zoomed in, some aren't. But they're just all simple. Now this is my other copy, so it's not colored in, but my other one is. So yeah, I always recommend getting those ones if you can. Okay, Botanicum by Maria Trolle. One of my faves. I just love her style, but there are times where I kind of need to be in the mood. I started that one, didn't finish it. My favorite pencils to use on her pages are usually polychromos. However, if I'm not using a polychromo, this is done in polys, then I will be using Prismacolor. That's about all I've ever used on these. But this is one of my favorites. Got more here. I did like quite a lot in this book last year. That's why it was put on the list, because I was like, man, I was coloring in that book a lot. But I just kept getting drawn to it. So yeah, I've completed quite a bit, not half or anything like that. Also, speaking of Daria Sakasoy, this is my other favorite of hers. So this is book number 8. A lot of these I've done the PDFs of. Some I've colored right in the book. I definitely want to color some more in here. Yeah, I did that one. I think I started it on a live stream. I can't remember. With Castle Arts? I know I was doing a tutorial for that hair color. Can't remember what. I started this one by doing the hair and just never finished it from there. This was originally one of my favorites. This is actually hanging on my wall. I did the PDF of this one. But yeah, I want to get back into finishing the pages in here. I love them all. It's just, I often find myself sitting there thinking for a while on it. Okay. Small Victories has not gotten my attention as of late, but there's reason behind it. It's been sitting up here with multiple color alongs started and just not finished, so it keeps hiding up here in my art studio and never coming downstairs with me. I like this one. They're smaller, some of them a little too small, but hey, whatever. But I did have a page I had started on camera and just never finished. But yeah, I can't wait to just get back into this and get going. But I have 2 versions of that one for my color alongs, one for me. Same goes for Rooms of Wonder. I have multiple versions of this book because often I'll do things on camera because Joanna Basford is a popular coloring book artist. People ask for a specific tutorial. I'll do that tutorial on that page and then later be like, you know what, I want to do that page my way or a different way or a way that wasn't in my tutorial. So I buy another copy, like Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Almost made the list here, but I had to narrow it down because of all the Teresa Goodrich stuff. But this is one of my 2 versions of this book. I've been itching to do this page, like itching. So yeah, I meant to record this at the beginning of the year, but who cares? This isn't my 10 books to finish this year. This is actually done with Crayola watercolor pencils. Can you believe that's Crayola? Because I can't. they look quite nice. So yeah, this isn't like a 10 books to finish type of deal. I'm not doing that anymore because my loves of books change annually, sometimes semi-annually. So yeah, I definitely want to get back into this one as well. But those are my top books that I recommend, and you will see me color in a lot for 2024. So if you're kind of like, I don't know what book to buy or what books do other people use or enjoy, those aren't going to stay. There you have them. These are my favorites. I'd love to know what your favorites are, if you have favorites for the year. I normally have Flowerscape, so some of you who have watched my channel are probably like, where's Flowerscape? Reason it's not in here is it is a favorite. I just can't seem to get myself to color it right now. But these are the ones that I'm constantly going back to. So I wanted to show the ones that I'm constantly drawn to, but I'd love to know what you have for 2024, which ones you're drawn to, you just want to always like color in, and yeah, just see and compare. Thanks for hanging out with me, and until next time, take care. Bye now.